I don't know if we want to talk to him or not. Maybe this wasn't such a good idea after all. Here they are. Hey,
get the microphone down.
Mr. Microphone Man. Hey, how you doing, huh?
I'm ready to eliminate
We're
people.
going to eliminate some people today.
We're bad guys. We beat people up.
We love it. We love it.
You punks in the back, make some calls, get booked in another territory because we're here and we're going to eliminate you, punks.
The Eliminators. Well, they got a match right here today, boy. I tell you what, they look like a team that not going to want to deal with too much, but they're going to have to be dealt with. Look at this, grabbing Keith Eric. Even before the bell sounds, a great big old logging chain here. Looks like a huge chain that this guy has brought in here. Now the other one grabs Keith down on the floor. They've got their opponents, as the bell sounded, they were throwing them out of the ring. Keith Eric and Chris Frazier never had a chance to get going against this team. Our first look at the Eliminators. Boy, we saw that they were booked on cards around the area. And we're usually glad to introduce new faces on USWA Championship Wrestling on TV. And I tell you what an introduction from these guys. This is trouble. One of the Eliminators wears a mask, the other one doesn't. Now look at this. They hang Chris Frazier upside down on the ropes, and he goes after Keith Eric, who's just minding his own business back in the corner where he's supposed to be. This group making no bones about it. They say they're in here to eliminate people, get them out of the territory. They're off to quite a start as they jump their opponents. There's Chris Frazier, kicked down to the floor again. Keith Eric yelling something at him. I think what he was saying is, hey, stay back. I'm going to help him up here. Well, he does help Chris back into the ring. I don't think Chris wants to be in the ring right now. You've got to admire him for climbing back in there after the beating these guys have put on him. Chris fired into the rope. Big old clothesline, nails him. There he is, down on the mat. The Eliminator picks him up, calls for a boot from his partner, and there it is in the corner. And Chris Frazier's head is run right into it. The Eliminators, you're watching in action right here. Now the one under the mask drops down on Chris Frazier. Doesn't go for a 3 count, though. Instead, he picks him up. Runs him into the boot of his partner across in the corner. And he turns and goes after Keith Eric again. Once again, Keith has just been standing there. It's been hazardous to do what you're supposed to do and stand in the corner and wait for a tag today. Well, these guys going after anything that moves. Continue to work on Chris Frazier. Around behind him, one is holding him up. The other one climbing the rope. He's on the middle rope. Oh, yeah. Boy, I tell you what. They don't even mind double teaming. Count of 2. This one's over. There's a 3 count by referee Scott Bowden. And this one is history. The Eliminators have done one thing here today. They have served notice that they are indeed a very, very big factor to deal with in the USWA. Back with more action for you in a moment.